Dear listener, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching or listening at this time. My name is Priska and I would like to welcome you on to Reflection today. We are reflecting on the Call series. Welcome. Several biblical figures face serious threats to their lives during infancy or childhood, often because of fear, prophecy, or political power struggles. Here are the clearest and most commonly cited examples with brief context and references. Key biblical characters whose lives were threatened as children. Number 1, Moses. Threat: death by Pharaoh's decree. Reason: Pharaoh ordered all Hebrew baby boys to be killed to suppress Israel's population. Outcome: Moses was hidden by his mother and placed in a basket on the Nile, then adopted by Pharaoh's daughter. According to Exodus chapter 1, verse 15 to 20, and Exodus chapter 2, verse 1 to 10. Number 1, Moses. Threat: death by Pharaoh's decree. Reason: Pharaoh ordered all Hebrew baby boys to be killed to suppress Israel's population. Outcome: Moses was hidden by his mother and placed in a basket on the Nile, then adopted by Pharaoh's daughter. A reference: Exodus chapter 1, verse 15 to 22, and Exodus chapter 2, verse 1 to 10. According to Exodus chapter 1, verse 15 to 22, then the king of Egypt spoke to the Hebrew midwives, of whom the name of one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, when you do the duties of midwife for the Hebrew women, and see them on the birth stools, if it is a son, then you shall kill him, but if it is a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared God and did not do as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the male children alive. So the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said to them, why have you done this thing and saved the male children alive? And the midwives said to Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they are lively and give birth before the midwives come to them. Therefore God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and grew very mighty. And so it was, because the midwives feared God, that he provided households for them. So Pharaoh commanded all his people, saying, every son who is born you shall cast into the river, and every daughter you shall save alive. Exodus chapter 2, verse 1 to 10. Moses is born. And a man of the house of Levi went and took as wife a daughter of Levi. So the woman conceived and bore a son, and when she saw that he was a beautiful child, she hid him 3 months. But when she could no longer hide him, then she took an ark of bulrushes for him and daubed it with asphalt and pitch, put the child in it, and laid it in the reeds by the river's bank, as his sister stood afar off to know what would be done to him. And then the daughter of Pharaoh came down to bathe at the river, and her maidens walked along the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the reeds, she sent her maid to get it. And when she opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the baby wept. So she had compassion on him and said, "This is one of the Hebrews' children." Then his mother said to Pharaoh's daughter, "Shall I go and call a nurse for you from the Hebrews' women, that she may nurse the child for you?" And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Go." So the maiden went and called the child's mother. Then Pharaoh's daughter said to her, "Take the child away and nurse him for me, and I will give you your wages." So the woman took the child and nursed him, and the child grew, and she brought him to Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. So she called his name Moses, saying, "Because I drew him out of the water." Number 2, Jesus Christ. Threat: mass infanticide ordered by King Herod. Reason: Herod feared losing his throne after hearing of the King of the Jews. Outcome: Joseph and Mary fled with Jesus to Egypt after divine warning. Reference: Matthew chapter 2, verse 1 to 18. Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him." When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And when he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together to be born, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. So they said to him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet, But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are not the least among the rulers of Judah. For out of you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." Then Herod, when he had secretly called the wise men, determined from them what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search carefully for the young child, and when you shall found him, bring back word to me, that I may come and worship him also." When they heard the king, they departed, and behold, the star that they had seen in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. Number 3, Isaac. Threat: sacrificial death by his father Abraham. Reason: God tested Abraham's faith by commanding him to sacrifice Isaac. Threat: sacrificial death by his father Abraham. Reason: God tested Abraham's faith by commanding him to sacrifice Isaac. Outcome: God intervened and provided a ram instead. Reference: Genesis chapter 22 verse 1 to 14. According to Genesis chapter 22 verse 1 to 14, now it came to pass after these things that God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham. And he said, Here I am. Then he said, Take now your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall tell you. So Abraham rose early in the morning and saddled his donkey, and took 2 of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and he split the wood for the burnt offering, and arose and went to the place of which God had told him. Then one of the 3rd day Abraham lifted his eyes and saw the place afar off. And Abraham said to his son, and Abraham said to his young men, Stay here with the donkey, the lad and I will go yonder and worship, and we will come back to you. At the time, Isaac was likely a youth in his teenage years and not an infant. So Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac his son, and he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and the 2 of them went together. But Isaac spoke to Abraham his father and said, My father. And he said, Here I am, my son. Then he said, Look, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? Abraham said, My son, God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering. So the 2 of them went together. Number 4. Joseph, the son of Jacob, threat, murder plotted by his brothers, reason, jealousy over dreams and favoritism. Outcome: instead of killing him, they sold him into slavery. Reference: Genesis chapter 37 verse 18 to 28. Number 4. Joseph, the son of Jacob, threat, murder plotted by his brothers, reason, jealousy over dreams and favoritism. Outcome: instead of killing him, they sold him into slavery. Reference: Genesis chapter 37 verse 18 to 28. Note: Joseph was about 17 years old at the time. According to Genesis chapter 37 verse 18 to 28, now when they saw him afar off, even before he came near them, they conspired against him to kill him. Then they said to one another, Look, this dreamer is coming. Come therefore, let us now kill him and cast him into the pit, and we shall say, Some wild beast has devoured him. We shall see what will become of his dreams. But Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands, and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said to them, Shed no blood, but cast him into the pit which is in the wilderness, and do not lay a hand on him, that he might deliver him out of their hands, and bring him back to his father. So it came to pass, when Joseph had come to his brothers, the tunic of many colors that was on him, and then they took him and cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty, there was no water in it. and they sat down to eat a meal. Then they lifted their eyes and looked, and there was a company of Ishmaelites coming from Gilead with their camels, bearing spices, balms, and myrrh, on their way to carry them down to Egypt. So Judah said to his brothers, "What profit is there if we kill our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh." And his brothers listened. The Midianites traders passed by, pulled Joseph up, and lifted him out of the pit, and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver. And they took Joseph to Egypt. Number 5. Joash, king of Judah. Threat: mass execution ordered by Queen Athaliah. Reason: Athaliah sought to eliminate all royal heirs to secure power. Outcome: Joash was hidden in the temple for 6 years and later crowned king. Reference: 2 Kings chapter 11 verse 1 to 3 and 2 Chronicles chapter 22 verse 10 to 12. When Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the royal heirs. But Jehosheba, the daughter of King Joram, sister of Ahaziah, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him away from among the king's sons who were being murdered. And they hid him and nursed him in the bedroom from Athaliah, so that he was not killed. So he was hidden with her in the house of the Lord for 6 years, while Athaliah reigned over the land. According to 2 Chronicles chapter 22, verse 10 to 12, now when Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the royal heirs of the house of Judah. But Jehoshabeth, the daughter of the king, took Joash and the son of Ahaziah and stole him away from among the king's sons who were being murdered, and put him and his nurse in a bedroom. So Jehoshabeth, the daughter of King Jehoram, the wife of Jehoiada the priest, for she was the sister of Ahaziah, hid him from Athaliah so that she did not kill him. And he was hidden with them in the house of God for 6 years, while Athaliah reigned over the land. These stories highlight spiritual opposition to God's purpose, God's sovereignty and protection, deliverance leading to leadership or salvation roles. Threat does not cancel the calling. God often hides before he reveals. Opposition signals significancy. The enemy reacts early when God's purpose is great. Why do you think threats appears so early in these lives? What role does disobedience play in God's protection? How does hiddenness, in quote, prepare someone for leadership? Dear listener, that is our reflection for today. My name is Priska. I trust you have been blessed and are taking a moment to reflect on your life as Moses had been through hardship. Jesus Christ the same. Isaac also. Isaac and Joshua and Joseph, they too had difficulties in life based on the calling and the purpose God had for them in their lives. You too, if you're going through a hard time, you need to reflect, what is it you think God has placed upon you? What kind of a calling do you sense in yourself? Just know that as long as you trust God, you too will overcome. Just like Moses was able to escape Pharaoh, Jesus Christ was able to escape Herod, and Joseph too, despite being sold to the Ishmaelites with his brothers, he was able to fulfill his destiny in Egypt. And again, Joash too escaped Athaliah, a woman who was a queen who determined to destroy the lives of the children just because her son had passed away and didn't want anybody else to take over. Just know, no position is greater than the power of the Most High God to deliver and protect His children. So we pray today the callings in our lives will be protected and guided, and the purpose of God in our lives according to His plan will be fulfilled. Until next time, it has been a privilege to share this reflection moment with you. This is Preska saying thank you. Please share and subscribe this message. God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.